Hello everyone, I am Dr. Poonam, Associate Professor of English, डॉक्टर भीमराव अंबेडकर गवर्नमेंट कॉलेज श्री गंगानगर। आज जो पोयम मैं आपके साथ डिस्कस करना चाहती हूँ इस वीडियो में वह महाराजा गंगा सिंह यूनिवर्सिटी बीकानेर के BA पार्ट 2 के पेपर फर्स्ट के सिलेबस में पढ़ाई जाती है। द नेम ऑफ द पोएम इज स्प्रिंग एंड फॉल, रिटन बाय G.M. हॉपकिंस। Margaret, are you grieving over golden grove unleaving? Leaves like the things of man, you with your fresh thoughts care for, can you? Ah, as the heart grows older, it will come to such sights colder. By and by, nor spare a sigh, though words of vanwood leave me lie, and yet you will weep and know why. Now no matter child the name, sorrows spring are the same. Nor mouth had, no nor mind expressed, what heart heard of, ghost guessed. It is the blithe man was born for, it is Margaret you mourn for. G.M. Hopkins was an English Victorian poet. In this poem, G.M. Hopkins addresses to a young child. In this poem, G.M. Hopkins addresses to a young child, and the name of the child is kept Margaret. Margaret, he asked, Margaret, are you grieving? He asked a question to the young child. Margaret, are you grieving? Are you unhappy over golden grove unleaving? He asks a question that over golden grove. What is golden grove? Golden grove is a Lata Kunj, forest with golden yellow leaves. It is a forest with golden yellow leaves. So he asked, the idea conveyed through the poem are not Hopkins' idea, but they are the ideas of the imaginary child Margaret. She feels unhappy on the falling of leaves in a forest. The poet asks the young child Margaret if she is unhappy at the sight of the falling leaves. The poet tells Margaret that leaves are just like men and women. He tells her that she need not feel unhappy because she is yet fresh and young. When men grow older, leaves like the things of man. He says to the child that leaves are just like the things of man. Leaves are just like men and women. You with your fresh thoughts care for. And because you are still young, you are not grown old, so you are caring for the falling of leaves, and you are unhappy, you are sad, you care for that. You are caring for the leaves who are falling. Can you? Ah, the heart grows older, it will come to such sights colder. The poet says that when men grow older, they see such things very often in this world, and so such sights do not affect them at all. They do not utter even a single sigh, even if they see large woods falling down leaf by leaf and lying into the dust. And by nor spare a sigh, though words of vanwood leave me lie. The poet says that the words of Vanwood is the Vanwood leaf mill. एक एक पत्ता, सूखे पत्ते गिरते जाते हैं. Words of Vanwood, जंगल के जंगल, leaf mill lie, गिर जाते हैं. And yet you will weep and know why. And you are weeping on the falling of the forest, on the falling of the leaves of the forest. But it is because people are habituated to such sights. Because people are habituated when they grow older. When you will be older, you will be habituated to such sights. Leaves like the things of man. You with your fresh thoughts care for. Can you? You are caring with your fresh thoughts. So leaves are just like the things of man. Now no matter child the name, sorrows spring are the same. The poet says that, however, he doesn't prevent the child Margaret from feeling sorry over the shedding of the leaves in the forest. The poet says that the child's heart weeps not because of the falling of the leaves in a forest, but sorrows spring are the same. But sorrows spring means the spring of the sorrow. What is the common thing in this world? What is the cause of the sorrow in this world? Death. Human mortality. Human mortality is the only one cause of sorrow in this world. And because she knows that the cause of sorrow everywhere is the same in this world. The heart grows older by and by, nor spare a sigh. Though words of Vanwood leaf may lie, and yet you will weep and know why. It is very strange that although this fact about decay and death is not secret, yet nobody has so far expressed it. Sorrows spring are the same, nor mouth had known, nor mind expressed. Nobody has expressed it. The source of all grief and sorrow is the fact of mortality for both men and women. And man is mortal. Man was born to die in the end. Margaret grieves not so much because she sees the decay and death of the forest, but because she knows that she herself is subject to die. She foresees her death in advance, and she is sorry for that. She feels sorrow. In the falling of leaves, she sees the vision of her own decay and death. What heart heard of ghost cast? It is the blithe man was born for. It is Margaret you mourn for. Blithe means blithe in original sin. So it is Margaret. The poet says to her, it is Margaret you mourn for. Margaret is grieving for the death of Margaret, and for that individuality and distinctness which is symbolized by the figure and name of Margaret. It is symbolized the mortality of man, mortality of human being in this world. It is symbolized by the symbolic name Margaret. The little girl Margaret in this poem represents the innocence and inexperienced aspect of life, whereas the speaker who communicates the message to the girl is one who has acquired this wisdom through experience. He hands over this wisdom as a legacy to the next generation. Although the poem is extremely simple in expression, the poem is very simple in expression, the words are very simple, the idea it conveys are highly philosophical. The ideas of the poem are highly very philosophical and though provoking. Mortality is the main source of the sorrow in this world. The theme of the poem, sorrows spring are the same. This is the theme of the poem. Sorrows spring are the same. Conveys a profound message to humanity. And mortality is the chief cause of the sorrow of man. And in this poem, compound words such as golden grove, vanwood, and leaf mill, they add these words used by the poet Hopkins in this poem, they add to the literary beauty of the poem. Thank you.